Alrighty. Now that we got panning and stereo out of the way, now we can get into uh, reverb and delays. So now that we know panning, and I'll even show you just a little bit of exactly how the panning affected my background sound. Because I don't know if I showed you it. I don't think I showed you it in the last video, but this is the difference. Because it was kind of subtle, I feel, but it was noticeable. And I'm showing because I want to hear it as well. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. So, I mean, you can notice it, and it doesn't do too much. It really does fill up that background sound. Instead of being so skinny up the middle, it fills up and thickens. So I really like that. But we can get into delay and reverb. I probably won't use too much reverb on my vocals because I recorded in the garage, so it already has a type of reverb that I like. So I might just kind of leave it alone, but we'll see. All right, now let's get into the delay. There it is. And I might test with a couple delays. Yeah, I'll test with a few delays. Because I don't really use Fruity Delay 3. Just because I didn't take the time to really understand it yet. And I think I'll just save that for whenever I'm doing my delays for the vocals. Right now, I just want to keep it simple. Just go with Delay Bank. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put everything, all their buses and things like that, I'm going to send to the delay. Yeah, even that. Yeah, let's see. Let's just do this first. And since the 808 doesn't have a bus, it just has auxiliary tracks. I'll send the I'll send a copy of the 808 itself to the delay. We'll see how that goes right now. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. Oh, I should just mute the vocals. I actually like that rhythm. So I guess we'll just go off that. And we're gonna put everything in mono just so we can hear how it sounds in mono. Because mono's the true sound. You listen to everything in mono, whether you know it or not. When you're in a car, everything's pretty much mono because you're not in the center of your car. You're either on the left or on the right, unless you're in the back seat and you are in the middle. So if you're not up the middle, everything just is being played to you in mono anyway. And yeah, store speakers, everything's mono. There's just a lot of things that are playing in mono, whether you realize it or not, because you're not sitting in the center of every speaker thing. Uh, you're not sitting in the middle of speakers or anything like that. Even at concerts, they play their songs in mono because everyone's not up the middle of the uh, stadium or whatever. You know, they're either gonna be on the left or on the right, and some will be up the middle. So they're gonna get they're still gonna be played in mono, but even if they're up the middle, they're still hearing it for everything it is because the speakers are playing their songs in mono, and so are the people on the left and the right. So everybody's hearing the same thing and nothing's missing. Because if you put
the song in stereo and you have stuff panned left or right, some people might be able to hear what you got on the left side, but the people on the right side aren't going to be able to hear that. So that's why everything is played in mono. So making sure you mix first everything in mono is very important, just to make sure you can hear everything for what it truly is. And then you can put the icing on the cake by putting it in full stereo to see how it sounds in stereo, and sort of adjust to make sure it sounds good in stereo as well. But make sure it sounds great in mono first. But of course, now let's get into the delay. Like that's really all I needed to do. Yeah, we'll do a few things. I'm also trying to keep it simple for you guys, but let's see. We're gonna do something that I do like doing, and sort of gives it even more space. It's an effect that I've learned, and it gives it a sense of a room space, because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bring this down and make it uneven so that it's like it's hitting, there's like a certain wall it's hitting before it hits the other side. You'll see what I'm talking about. And this is, we can test this in stereo. See, it took me a little bit to realize what was going on, but I have to remember to put the delay track itself in mono, in full stereo, to hear this effect. But this gives it a sense of being in an area. Like if you would at a concert, you'd hear the sounds kind of depending on where you are. The sounds bouncing off the walls and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the kind of effect that this is giving a sense of area. Like if you're in an area with the kick drum and snares, hi-hats, all that, it's like you're putting yourself in a room or something like that, and you're hearing things bounce off the walls and things like that. So it gives it a more realistic type of experience when you're listening. And I just really like that effect because I like making my songs sound as realistic as I can. So I'm gonna leave that there. And something I am going to do is make sure that I EQ out the low end, because I don't want any extra low end with what I'm doing. to adjust the levels of this delay um, by simply adjusting the balance of the delay so that it's not as apparent. I want it to be hidden, tucked in behind the original sounds. Uh, I like subtle things, and depending on however you want to go about it, because there's all kind of creative ways of doing things. But for the most part, I like to keep things subtle, because it's like you're putting in your own secret. Some people will be able to, well, people will be able to hear what you're doing and won't even realize why they like a song, or people who are trying to make the same sound you have or give the same vibe, and they're noticing something's missing, and they can hear it, but they don't know what it is. And it's because are you're keeping it subtle, so it's like your own secret, keeping it tucked in behind things. So that's what I'm doing right now. And so what I do is I turn it up to where I can hear it, then I'll knock it down 2 notches just to kind of tuck that in. And so you can hear it, but you won't. It's not the thing that jumps out as you. It doesn't jump out at you. You can hear it, and it's like uh, it's just there to make it even better. Add to it. It's not trying to be the star of the sound of the song. It's just adding to it. Doing subtle things to make it stand out more, make the song stand out more. That's what it's doing. It's here to assist, not to be the star. That's what I'm doing with this delay. Now, you could have something different depending on where your creative mindset is. So now that we've done that in stereo, I want to see what it sounds like in mono to make sure I'm able to hear it in mono, or at least still, have that sense that it is there. So let's check that out. Yeah, I mean, you can't really hear it whenever it's in mono, but that's just fine because the song sounds great in mono, and it probably is there, and it's doing stuff that I don't realize. Let's see. I'm gonna take it away, and if it's gone and I can tell, then hey, that's dope. If it's not, if it's gone and I can't tell, then that's all right because I'm not willing to sacrifice how it sounds in stereo to make it sound good in mono. Because the thing about the delay, if you can't hear it in mono, but you turn it up all the way in mono, then when you get to delay, it's like it's drowns out. It's gonna be too much for my taste. So I'm gonna just show you. I'm gonna turn it up to where I can hear it in mono, then I'll switch it to stereo. You see what I'm talking about? So I'm just gonna bring that back to where it was. A lot better. Okay, so that there is good for me. And I'll I'm thinking about doing something different with the vocals, but I'm thinking about just going ahead and adding them to the delay as well. So let's just do it. And the background vocals are already sent to the vocal bus, the main vocal bus. So all I have to do is send this bus to the delay. And actually, I just want to hear the vocals by themselves.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly.
Yeah, see, it gives it more space. It sounds more realistic. It just sounds like it's in the area now. Like, I mean, it already did because I had the garage reverb going on, but now that the delays there, it gives it even more space, and it kind of glosses up the area just a tad bit.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly.
All right, that's how it sounded without the delay. Now I'm gonna add it back in.
This is the South. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always. This is the South and the weather. This is the South and the weather. This is the South. This is the South and.
See, it gives it more shine. Like, I'm gonna do it just a couple more times, but I really want you to pay attention to like the way that without the delay, the vocals sound dull. And when you add the delay, it kind of shines. It makes it shine, kind of brightens it up more. So this is it without delay.
This is the South and this is the South and the this is the South and the weather
with delay.
This is the South and the weather. This is the South and the weather. This is the South.
So I really like that. And I might not even have to do too much reverb because I already done the delay. And the way that I'm doing the delay, it already gives it its space. But I'm gonna go ahead and just do the reverb just to show you what it's like, and I might even add it in there. But I'm gonna mute the delay so that I don't get too confused about what's going on. And I'll keep the stereo on. Yeah, I'll keep not actually. I'll throw it, and I'll keep it in full stereo. I was trying to figure out how I want to go about it, but I think with the effects like reverb and delay, I think it's cool to have, as long as you got the whole song balanced and mixed from being in mono first. Then I think it's cool, to do delay and reverb in full stereo so that you can hear what it's like in full stereo, and then switch back to mono and adjust from there and go back and forth or whatever. But we'll keep it in full stereo. Now I need a reverb effect. There it is. And I love the reverb thing. It's so dope. You can change however you want the size and shape and all that stuff. And I think I'll give it sort of a room type of reverb. Well, box reverb. And there's 3 different kind of reverbs. There's room reverb, there's hall reverb, and there's is it hall reverb, plate reverb? Either way, the room reverb gives your vocals more of a space, like how the delays are doing. Like, things are a bit closer. The I guess the feedback from the delay If it's closer, then it's gonna be more of a room reverb. But if it's further away, it's gonna sound more like uh, a hall reverb because everything's sounding kind of pushed back. And if you want your things to be even bigger, what you would do is you have delay, um, the delay and the reverb effect even higher because it'd be more like a cathedral type of thing. And I'm just gonna show you because I don't want to confuse you by just talking about it, but they got some presets in here. This would just be a faster way of me showing you what I mean. The cathedral, everything is more um, affected, like the decay is affected because if you're in a big place and it's like um, you're talking or whatever, and you can really hear your echoes, the delays of your voice kind of bouncing around off the walls and kind of staying in the area, lingering around. So check it out.
This is the South and the weather's.
Well, first I gotta send stuff to it. So let me do that. I'll send an 808 first. My drone bus and my background noise bus. And we'll cut off the vocals. See, that's the way the cathedral reverb works. And you probably even cut down the dryness. I wouldn't. I would just turn that down. What that does, it also allows the original sound to come into this, but I don't want the original sound. We want to be 100% wet. Just so that it can get its full effect. But you can adjust it however you want to. So that's the cathedral. And let's check out the other ones. The large hall. Yeah, see, this makes it like a smaller room. Like going off the picture here, it's like more of a smaller room, but it's also giving it the sound of it being in a hall, like a hallway type of thing. And I think that effect's pretty cool too. And let's see, the room, the drum room or whatever. Now this, look at the decay. The difference is the decay of everything. A quick decay, like I said earlier, gives it a room effect because you're closer to walls. Sorry about that. Got to cut off my alarm. But yeah, that's the difference between all these. If it's a cathedral, the decay is going to be a lot longer. If it's a hall reverb, it's going to be shorter than the cathedral, but longer than a room reverb. And if it's the room reverb, it's going to be a lot shorter. So let's just check that out. Yeah, and that already sounds like a room. Like I'll cut it off so you can hear the difference. And it makes it sound bigger and thicker as well. So we're gonna do the same thing with the vocals, but cut off everything else.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs.
And it sounds weird because I already have the garage reverb on those vocals. And so That's if I really wanted the reverb on there, I would just have to adjust these levels down here because I do have multiple things going to this reverb bus, and so I can't just adjust the balance from the fader when I just want to affect my vocals because my drums and sounds are also going to the same reverb. So I will just adjust this down here. The it's like an individual uh balance knob, I guess you can call it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do that just to show you what it's like.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South. This is the South. This is the South. This is the South.
So that's it. You know, I like to keep things subtle. And so I just kind of jump back and forth from it being on and off. And you're able to hear like it does bring it more thickness, more makes it bigger. And so I'll do it again just to reassure you. This is it without the reverb.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly.
With.
This is the South. This is the South.
Without.
This is the South. This is the South. This is the South. This is the South.
And it actually makes it even more exciting to listen to. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep it there. I might mess around with the other effects. Let me see. And so like that, I'll just keep that there. We'll just do it again. Let's check out the hall.
This is the South. This is the South.
Let's hear it with everything else too.
This is the South. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking. This is the South. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating.
Yeah, if I decide to keep that, I mean, that'd be the level that I keep it at, but right now I'm still leaning towards the room reverb.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this is the this is the this is the this is the South. This is the South and the this is the South. This is the South and this is the South and the weather.
Yeah, I'll probably cut down the level of the reverb. Yeah, I'll probably adjust that because I'm starting to lean towards the hall reverb.
This is the South.
Let's see. Hold on, we'll play with it a little longer.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. Hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that.
And something you want to make sure you do as well is to make sure you are taking away the muddy areas, which is what I'm about to do right now. Because the muddy areas still come back when you add delay and reverb. So I'm gonna have to go back to my delay and make sure I do the same thing. But yeah. So hold on. This is how we're gonna.
This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours.
Like it comes back, but it's not as bad, but it's still good. Just not even have it there.
This is the South, and the weather's so fucking.
Let me see how much that took away from our volume.
This is the South. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things.
Alrighty, and if you can also adjust the volume of or the level of the reverb from another knob, which is this here, just in case this for whatever reason isn't enough for you, which is my case right now.
This is the South, and
because I don't like how that snare sounds whenever it hits. So I might just adjust it just a little bit.
this is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South, and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs, and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking.
Alrighty, believe that's how I would like it. Now let's see with a delay as well. Oh, I do need to go in here and take away some of this 250, the muddy areas.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Oh, this is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know this is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so.
Alright, yeah, that's good. Now let's see what it's like.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South.
Okay. So I believe that's how I would like that as well. Now let's try them both at the same time.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be.
Okay, one thing I can say about the reverb is it does add more depth to the song, which is what I'm liking. It makes it seems like there's like area behind it as well, behind the song, and so it kind of gives like a 3D type of feel. So I'm enjoying that. And the delay, it's kind of tucked in pretty good to where I can't really tell if it's doing too much. So I'm gonna play around with it real quick.
This is the South and the weather. This is the South and.
Okay, yeah, I can see the shine again. But yeah, this is the end of this video. For delay and reverb, I'm gonna play it a few more times and A/B it, turn it off and on, just to see the difference, see it for myself even more.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you.
Alrighty. So yeah, the reverb makes it pop because it's putting more depth behind it, and delay brings more shine into it, and I love that. And I might actually do some stuff to the vocals as well, so that it can have a delay type of effect. And I'll just call it vocal delay. Give it another color. So that they can have that vocal delay type of effect that I'm wanting. Okay. Now let's play around with this.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friend. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that didn't sound too bad. I like the rhythm it has. So I'm going to play around with that real quick.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking.
I think I want to add it at a certain level. I think I want it to be different as well. I want to add my background vocals to have. I think I want my background vocals to have their own. So this might just go to the master. Maybe. Nah, keep things simple. I'm just gonna keep it all going to the same vocal delay thing.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. This is the South. This is the South and the weather's so. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather, This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South. This is the South. This is the South and the weather. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. Always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and the shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South.
Yeah, I like that ping pong delay because it doesn't sound so up the middle. You know, it sounds like it's bouncing from different places, and I like that.
This is the South and the weather.
Yeah, I like that. Let me see. I like to get real detailed, so I like to see how much of I like to see how my delays are hitting with the regular way, or with the regular delay that I used, and making sure that it's also hitting the same way. Like my regular delay is hitting to the left first, and so I want my vocal delays to hit to the left first as well.
This is the South and the weather. So
I'll probably just I think I'll probably just leave it how it is, and I will create another one for my background vocals, so they will be going to. Let me make sure that's what I want to do. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna take them off of there and give them their own.
This is the South and the weather. So
yeah, let me see. I'm just gonna make sure that's what I want. And actually, no, I don't need to do that because I think they'll fit fine with what was going on right now.
This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. Fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. Always hugs and this shit is so never let go. I know just the things that you be thinking. Yeah, this world could be yours. This is the South.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. But yeah, now this concludes the vocal and reverb video. Now I'm gonna play it all at one time so you can hear what it's like, and I will AV it again.
This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking.
All right, this is the song without the reverbs and delays.
This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather.
All right, this is with the reverb and delays.
This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And I know just the things that you be thinking. Yet this world could all be yours. This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating.
All righty. We'll check it mono real quick.
This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is so suffocating. And
All right, without.
This is the South and the weather so fucking friendly. It always hugs and this shit is
With.
This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. Oh. This is the South and the weather's so fucking friendly. Oh.
Alrighty. So the reverb and delay really adds shine and a popping effect, making the song more 3D. Uh, did I say that right? The reverb effect adds more of a 3D feel to it, which makes it pop because it's giving it depth, especially with the hall reverb, because it has like the hall reverb makes things sound further away, and so that gives that the um the depth. That's what reverb does overall, because it gives a certain depth. Makes things pop, kind of stands out, stands towards you, because it's making it have a background environment type of thing, and the delay adds that shine to it. And the vocal reverbs also add more of a rhythm to the song. So yeah, I love it. Um, but now this is the end of the reverb and delay video. But of course,